Hello, it is Monday the 16th of November and it is a new weekly reading vlog, and I'm just gonna say it right now, this is not fun. So you know how most people, when they get stressed or anxious or just not mentally great, they get a cold sore. I get clusters. This is like 6 or 7 in one. It's really annoying and I can't put makeup on it to cover it up. So I'm just gonna have to deal with seeing this for probably the entirety of this vlog. But yeah, it's kind of beautiful. No, let's just should we just do the vlog like this? I don't have many updates. So yesterday I did not read anything really. I did read a few chapters of 13 Treasures, so I'm now on page 139 of 13 Treasures. I did not read any of The Final Empire yesterday, but I did not think I would be reading any of that yesterday, which is why I read double the amount on Saturday. However, I am going to be reading another 50-ish pages tonight, and then also some of this. And you may have noticed that the lighting is a lot better, which, you know, it's just typical. The lighting gets better as this happens. But the reason my lighting is better is because I have finally caved and bought myself a proper ring light. So the one I had was horrendous and I never ended up using. I think I used it for like 2 videos. I paid about £10 for it. So at the beginning of me beginning to vlog and just YouTube in general again, I thought, oh, I should really invest in a ring light. But at the time I wasn't sure how serious I would get about BookTube. So I just bought a cheap one. It was literally about £10–12, and yeah, it was terrible and it keeps cutting out and the lighting isn't even that good. So I've been looking at a few and then I saw the one I've got and I really like it. It's definitely worth the money I've spent on it, and I'm very excited to actually have proper lighting and not be like limited to what time of day I can do my like sit down videos, not my vlogging so much, but my actual sit down videos. So I'm very excited to be able to actually, you know, actually do videos at any time of day I need to. So that's exciting. And also, you might have also noticed my Christmas tree in my bedroom is now up. I have tinsel dotted around my room. I have tinsel around that bookcase, those bookcases and that bookcase, as well as a couple of the pictures. Not all of them, because I have like a whole wall of photos. But yeah, I am very excited. I have another Christmas top on today. I think tomorrow will be a Christmas jumper day, because I put this on and then within an hour I was wrapped in a blanket because it was so bloody cold. But yeah, yesterday was a really lazy day. I literally didn't do nothing. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited to read tonight. I've been wanting to read all day, but obviously I had work, so I couldn't read during the day. But it's now evening. I've had dinner, like I finished work, had dinner, and now it is time to read. And also, all I've drunk today is tea. It's really bad because I should have been drinking water as well, but I've only drunk tea and then 2 glasses of wine. I've not had like wine in like a week other than mulled wine, so I just fancied some wine, so I had some wine. But I am going to make myself another cup of tea in a bit. But I've been having like the fruit teas, but I think tonight I'm gonna have a proper tea. Fancy a proper tea. But yeah, that was literally my update. This is really annoying me. I can't exactly vlog like this though. So yeah, I will give you updates in a bit. So it has just gone midnight, but I have had a very, very productive evening thanks to Jade's live reading. So I have finished 13 Treasures. This was a 4 out of 5 star for me. I really enjoyed it, and I definitely am going to be continuing this series. I have a feeling I know what's gonna be the main plot of the second book, but I'm very excited for it. Yeah, I really loved this. It was so good. But then I didn't really have a doubt of that because it's Michelle Harrison. So yeah. And then I made a lot of progress on the Final Empire. So I was only supposed to read to page 457. I might have read my pages for tomorrow as well, which takes me to page 514. I have this much left. So yeah, I am ahead of the game on the buddy read, which means tomorrow I can focus on a different book. I haven't decided what I'm gonna go for yet, whether I'm gonna go for an audio book, which I have Coraline and Nevermore as my audiobooks, or if I'm gonna go for another physical book. Have not decided yet. I'm going to make that decision tomorrow, see what I'm in the mood for. But yeah, I am very happy with my progress. I've read like almost 300 pages tonight, so I'm impressed with myself. Go me. But for now, I'm going to get my Christmassy cat PJs on and get in bed. Hello, so it is Wednesday the 18th of November and it is almost midnight, but I didn't want to leave it another day without updating you. This was even worse yesterday, so I was like, I can't bring myself to film. It's still pretty bad now, but I'm hoping it's going down, but I have updates. So yesterday I read the entirety of, well, I listened to the entirety of the audiobook of Coraline by Neil Gaiman. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was almost the same as the film. I think there was only one thing that was different really, and I think that was just there was a character that I don't think was in the book but was in the film. But that was my pick for the Scream to listen to an audiobook for Believathon. So that was that. And then, so me, Jazz and Kelly obviously have been reading The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and we were supposed to finish reading this tomorrow. We finished it today, and I'm really glad we did, because I've taken all the post-it notes out to separate out the pages we were reading, but the point where we were supposed to stop today, there's no way I would have been able to stop. It was a moment, and oh my god, this book made me cry quite a lot, both happy and sad tears. And usually we wait a few days between like starting another buddy read, but we're starting The Well of Ascension tomorrow because all of us absolutely loved this book so much. So this was not for any readathon or anything. This was just a buddy read with the girls. And also yesterday I started Potkin and Stubbs, so I am like 72 pages in, which isn't bad. I read most of those yesterday in like half an hour, but then obviously today was purely Final Empire. So I'm really enjoying this so far. It's middle grade and it's ghosty and mystery, I think there is as well. Yeah, a missing persons case. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I am so tired right now, and I feel like my words are slurring a bit because I'm so tired. So I've not been sleeping great the last few nights, and it's meant that to get through work I've had to have more than my usual 1 coffee a day, but then that also means that I crash but don't get a good night's sleep, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of that cycle until the weekend, which is frustrating. So yeah, this is not good. I just want to sleep, so I am going to hopefully crash now and hopefully have a good night's sleep, but I doubt it. But I did just want to give you a really quick update because I didn't vlog yesterday, and yeah, I really enjoyed Final Empire, like 5 out of 5 stars, enjoyed it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed now. Good afternoon. It's Thursday the 19th of November, and I've managed to get myself into a vicious cycle of not sleeping and drinking too much coffee. So Monday night I didn't sleep great. So Tuesday I had multiple cups of coffee. I usually have 1 a day, but I needed it to get through work. And then Tuesday night I couldn't sleep. So yesterday I had to have loads of coffee to get me through work. And last night I couldn't sleep. And then today I've had to have multiple cups of coffee to get me through work. Still working now. Oh my god, this smells so good. So I completely blame Becca for this. Like Becca and the Books and her Patreon Discord chat, because they were talking about different flavoured coffee creamers, and me and my mum ordered some, and this is the cinnamon and vanilla one, I think, but let's see what it's like. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, so we got it. I'm gonna put this down because I'm gonna spill it otherwise. So we got the little not sachets, you know, the little pots of like milk or creamer that you get in like hotels and things like that. So we found this online store called Candy Mail that sells them. So we bought 3 flavours, and we've both now tried this. My mum had it earlier and said it was really nice. We also got the salted caramel one and the Snickers one. So we're going to try those 2 tomorrow. But yeah, so my coffee consumption's got a bit of out of hand, and I already know I'm not going to sleep well tonight, which means I'm going to need to drink lots of coffee to get me through work tomorrow. But it's fine, because Saturday I'm going to try and get my sleep pattern back. So I'm going to try and lay in, and then if I need to nap during the day, I can nap during the day. But reading update, I have started the Well of Ascension. I'm very excited to read this. I've not finished the pages that I need to read for today. I've still got like 20. I'm very excited. I've not done this for a while, where I've like had to start reading the next book in the series straight away with no break. Usually I have like a little break, like even if it's just a few days, but with this one, no. Like literally we finished Final Empire yesterday, and today I'm starting Well of Ascension. It's so good. And also I'm using my Illumicrate mug. I think this was from Uprooted. It was from a Naomi Novik, so it was either Uprooted or Spinning Silver. But basically I don't usually use those mugs because they've all been for fandoms that I absolutely love. So like ACOTAR and Throne of Glass and all those. So I've not wanted to chance using them in case they get broken, because they're such nice mugs to drink out of. Because whenever I go to my friend Nikki's, which obviously hasn't happened since like January because COVID, but whenever I go to Nikki's, she has these mugs because she gets a Lumacrate, and I always use the Moth and Mirth mug because it's the only one I don't have. But I'm always too scared to use my ones, and I have them displayed in front of the book series. But this one, because I have no plans on reading the book or owning the book, it's not really one that's going to be displayed, which means I can finally use one of these mugs, and they're such good mugs. But yeah, I need to get back to work. It's very quiet. Like yesterday was ridiculously quiet, and then today's quiet, which is good and bad. Like if it was busy, I probably wouldn't need the coffee because I would have stuff to keep me busy enough. That's a lie, I probably would still need the coffee. But anyway, because it's quiet, I've got nothing to try and keep me awake. Also, I realised I didn't show you the rest of our living room with the decorations, so I'm going to quickly do that now. So you saw the tree the other day, but we have tinsel around all the photos. And then we have, this tree is a fibre optic. Then we have a white tree, a black tree, this storytelling Santa, which is the cutest thing ever, because if you put these little books in his hand and with the batteries in, he reads a story, and there's 3 stories, and it is the cutest thing ever. And then we have random, tripping over the dog stuff, and then we have random bits, and then we have the pink tree and this little tree, which when you put batteries in, no, there's no batteries in, when you put batteries in and you press the button, it lights up and spins around and plays music. But yeah, and then more tinsel and then this, and then I've like closed everything down on my work PC so you can see how I've done work stuff as well. It's cute, I like it. Do you like my background? That was from the that was from last year when we went, literally a year ago this week. I'm sad that I'm not in Paris. So it's the evening now. I honestly do not know how I got through work without falling asleep at my desk. The coffee did not help. Tasted good though. The only update I have is that I have read the first 60 pages of The Well of Ascension. I already have thoughts, and I have a theory, but I don't know if it's a very far-fetched theory. And I'm waiting for, so Kelly has read today's pages, but Jazz has not yet. So I'm waiting for Jazz to finish so that I can share my theory and for them to either reassure me that it's possible or remind me that it's not. But I'm really enjoying this series, hence why we started the second book the day after finishing the first. I'm running on no sleep, give me a break. And I also got a like really cool delivery today, which I've been waiting on, and I'm so excited. So I'm a massive fan of Becca's candles, like Becca in the books. Her candle company is Grace and Honey, and I got 2 of the Christmas candles for myself. I bought a few candles as a Christmas present / birthday present. Well, they're both for my friend. So I am not a person that's like, oh, your birthday's right by Christmas, here's a joint present. No, I bought like multiple candles, and I'm wrapping some up for Christmas and some up for a birthday, and she's gonna love them. But for myself, obviously I'm not going to show you which ones I got for her, but she sent me a list of what ones she wanted. So I got Merry Bookmas, which is cherry, clove, cinnamon and amber, and it's just so good. And that's what it looks like. It's all glittery, and I really love the green of it. And then this one is Happy Holidays, which is peppermint, vanilla, cream and marzipan. And I could literally just sit here smelling this all day. But my plan for the night is I'm going to get into Christmassy Disney PJs, curl up with my Christmassy blanket, and I'm going to do a Forest app and try and read a bit of Popkin and Stubbs, because even though I am super tired right now, my brain isn't going to switch off at 7:30 in the evening as much as I would like it to. So I'm going to try and do at least half an hour of reading Popkin and Stubbs and then attempt to go to bed. But I also need to put one of my book sleeves on this. Put this so when you see me holding this up for the rest of this vlog and probably next week's vlog, just know that it is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. We're done. Hello, it is Friday the 20th of November and I actually slept last night. I think I got about 9 hours of sleep, which is amazing. I am about to have my second cup of coffee, but it is only because I need to try another one of these. So today it will be salted caramel chocolate. I'm just about to pour myself a coffee. But we also have Snickers to try, which I'll be trying tomorrow, which I'm excited for. But I'm going to just show you these. This is the collection we got. Moment of truth. It's nice, but it's not as strong as, oh, that's really nice. It's not as strong as the one that we had yesterday, which was the cinnamon vanilla, but it is nice. Also, while I'm doing this update, I managed to read quite a bit of Popkin and Stubbs last night. I read like 100 pages, so I'm now like over halfway through. So I'm gonna try and finish that tonight, but we'll see. So it is a lot later, it's like gone 9. I have finished reading today's pages of The Well of Ascension. Don't think I let yous know that earlier. I have theories and I feel like my theories might be a little bit far-fetched and I'm really reaching because it's what I want to happen. But after today's pages, part of the theory doesn't seem so unrealistic, and Kelly actually agrees, so I'm really hoping that is the case. And I finished Popkin and Stubbs. This was so cute, and it was actually pretty creepy near the end because obviously this is a ghost story, but there was like one bit where they're in a house and they're also in an asylum at one point, an abandoned asylum, and yeah, it was just very creepy. But I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This was actually my pick for Believeathon for the Spilled Ink prompt, which was to read a book that features ghosts. This is a ghost story, so obviously I've heard so many people rave about this book, and I'm so glad that I actually read it because it was so good, and I'm definitely going to continue the series, very much so. So the next book on my pile, which doesn't seem to be going down even though it technically is Frostheart. So I am tired, but I think I'm going to try and make a start on this now, just because I'm in a reading mood right now, and even though I'm tired, I like, you know, it's Friday night, I haven't got work tomorrow, so yeah. Also, my Christmas present from my friend Ellen come today, and it's so good. So she did say that I could open it when it arrived if I wanted to, or if I wanted to, I could save it till Christmas. I am impatient, and it coming so soon meant there was no way I was going to be able to wait an entire month and a bit to open it. But I'm going to show you it. I don't know if you can read that, but it says, if lost, return to Kylo Ren. It's so perfect for me. So yeah, Ellen's the best. So yeah, I'm gonna put the lights on my little Christmas tree, and yeah, just have a chill night in bed. It has been a pajama day today. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I decided to give myself a lay-in, which meant by the time I got up, I could either have enough time to make and eat breakfast before starting work, or get changed. So I decided to just have a PJ day, and that was about it. Like, I was like, no, PJ day it is. And I'm so glad I did it, because I've been cozy, although I haven't had this blanket on me all day. That's my update for today. I'm not gonna update you on this tonight. I'll just update you tomorrow on where I get up to. So yeah. Good morning. It is Saturday the 21st of November. Why am I so energetic today? I got like no sleep. So clearly I haven't managed to get my sleeping pattern back to normal, because I didn't fall asleep until like 2 o'clock, and then I woke up at like 7 o'clock. But updates also. This is as covered up as it's gonna get. The only reason I've covered it up as well is because I've just filmed a couple of videos, and I don't really mind so much in my vlogs. I mean, I do, but you know. But, you know, I wanted to hide it in my main videos. But updates. I started Frost Heart last night, and I'm 95 pages in. Don't ask me how that happened. It was so good. I didn't want to put it down. Oh my god, it was so good. But I want to try and read more of this today. But before I do that, I need to read today's pages of The Well of Ascension. I'm actually going to read this whilst I am transferring the video files over to my computer, so that I can make a start on editing. So yeah, I am going to do that and read while I'm waiting for everything to load up and everything. So yeah, I'm hoping today's going to be a little bit productive. So last night, me and my parents did watch another episode of The Mandalorian, and the sun has just come out and it's right there. Are you kidding me? Well, that's annoying. Okay. Just gonna go close that curtain. That's better. So so last night we watched another episode of The Mandalorian, which was episode 6. So today we are going to watch the last 2 episodes of season 1. I'm very excited. Oh, I love it so much. Like, so much. Yeah, so I really love The Mandalorian. And I think once we're caught up on The Mandalorian, we are going to start the Clone Wars. Well, at least I want to watch the Clone Wars. And if my parents don't want to watch it, then it looks like I'm binge watching it. Although that could be bad for my reading. But yeah, so I just filmed my December TBR. Like, get me. I filmed my December TBR, and it's bigger than I was planning. But most of the books on there are going to be buddy reads, and 3 of them are kids books, so they'll be easy to get through. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update, and I will check in with you later. Okay, moment of truth for the Snickers one. Not bad, not bad. Cinnamon vanilla is still my favourite. Okay, so it is a lot later. I am gonna wrap this vlog up now. I have had a pretty productive evening. So I got my buddy read pages for Well of Ascension read. So we're now almost 200 pages into that, almost. And then I joined Jade and Molly's live reading sprints and managed to get like 100 pages of Frostheart read. So I'm almost I think I am halfway on that now. But I did want to quickly show you some mail because I didn't show you earlier. I've mentioned it before on a video that I'm a massive McFly fan and have been forever. So obviously when they announced their comeback, I was like, I cried, not gonna lie, cried. And my pre-order of their new album come today. So I actually ordered a bundle. So I got the CD, which it's signed, and I actually got the bundle that involved the record as well. And the colour of this record is bright pink. It's gorgeous. I love it. I can't wait to play it. The album itself is really good as well. So if you haven't listened to it and you're partial to a little bit of McFly, highly recommend checking it out because it's on Spotify and everything now. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I have also got my mum a signed edition for Christmas. She knows about it. I showed her it when it came as well, but she knew that she was going to be getting it, but she's not having it until Christmas Day. But yeah, so we are huge McFly fans in this house and have been since 2004. To be exact, their first single come out in the UK on the 29th of March 2004. And the main reason I remember that is because it's 2 days before my birthday. 2 days before my 11th birthday. So, yeah. Also, I was very obsessed with them to the point I knew, like, everything. Like, you could have literally asked me anything when I was, like, 12. And I would have been able to answer it. But anyway, babbling, yes, I had a productive evening. I edited my vlog up until this part, so I've just got to do this bit in the morning. I've edited my video ready for Wednesday and made a start on Thursdays, but I will finish those tomorrow morning. But I'm going to try and get to sleep pretty much now. It is literally just gone past midnight. So I'm hoping I can get to sleep now and then get like 8 hours sleep. Because you can probably see I am very tired. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. It was a lot more productive this week. I finished 4 books this week, which, yes. And started 2 others, one of which I am already halfway through. So very productive week. Hopefully I can take this energy into the final week of November and just smash out the rest of my TBR. It's not gonna happen, but we can hope. But I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.